Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you guys are new, my name is Fern. Hi! So today I'm just gonna do a little chill sit down video, a little life update. And also if you saw the title of this video and you're interested about family visas here in Thailand and you don't want to hear about my life update, which is okay, please feel free to skip ahead to the visa section and I will get you all the information regarding family visas. So a little life update. My son has been back in Thailand. He has been here, or he was here during his summer vacation. He just recently graduated high school. I'm so proud of him, back in France, and he was here for 2 months. We had a great time, traveled a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. I did find some time off of work because it was his summer vacation after all. I think some of you guys might have missed that video of our trip to Gokkud for my husband's birthday. That video didn't do very well, but maybe it's too boring. I don't know, or the algorithm doesn't like it. I don't know. But if you haven't seen that and you'd like to check it out, please feel free to go back and look at my playlist, or I'll actually leave a link of the video in the description box below. Yeah, so we went to Gokkud. Everything has been really awesome. And then he left on December 20th to go back to France. We decided to stay in Bangkok on my son's last day because he had an early flight and we just wanted to, explore Bangkok a little bit and didn't want to rush to drive him to the airport. So we spent the night there, walked around, obviously took the train. Hannah didn't like walking, so my husband picked her up and helped her. We asked him like what he wanted to eat before he left, and he said prime burger. So here we are getting a smash burger. They have really good burgers, you guys. Probably one of the best burgers. The best burger in Thailand is probably my husband's burgers. Like, his burgers are phenomenal. Yes, I'm a little bit biased, but honestly, his burgers are phenomenal. He makes his own buns and everything. The sauce, oh my goodness, so good. But yeah, we had a really nice dinner together and then it was time to drop him off at the airport. That was a little bit emotional for all of us because 2 months seems like a long time, but it went by so quickly. And we're just extremely grateful that he was able to come and visit us. It was such a relief for us that he graduated high school. I've been really worried about him because he went back to France to live with his uncle and he was like basically on his own in France and we weren't there to push him, but he did really well. So we are extremely proud of him. Camila is in school as well. She's in uni on her second year and she's doing extremely well. On October 4th, I celebrated my birthday. I turned 39 and I'd like to thank everybody who came to the orphanage where I organized a donation event. And I'd also like to thank every single one of y'all who made a donation towards the event. We did really good. It was such an amazing experience. I'm so grateful that I could share that with my family and friends. There were some new people that never came to one of my donation events and they were so surprised. And one of the ladies actually decided to pay for one of the children's scholarship to go to uni, which I thought was so incredible. Thank you everybody who came out. Like, I cried, y'all. If you've ever seen me cry, I do those ugly cries, like like literally. It was an emotional day for me, but in a good sense. My heart was so full and it was the best way to celebrate my birthday. But yeah, anyway, after my birthday, I helped my husband out for his visa. My husband is on a family visa with Thai children. So I'm gonna explain to y'all how that works and how much he paid for it and everything. So for quite some time now, I've been assisting my husband with his visa. I gather all the documents and paperwork for him. You can ask immigration for this piece of paper to assist you to gather up all the documents. Everything is in Thai, as you can see. If you have a spouse or a partner that doesn't understand Thai, it's going to be extremely difficult to get the documents sorted. So you might need to hire an agent. But I am Thai. I know, a lot of people don't believe me, but I am Thai. I'm actually 100% Thai, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, I helped my husband to gather all of his documents. So basically, I will let y'all see real quick what it says. Depending on your situation, the documents will be different. But this one, it says ต่อ1 ปีบุตรไทยกรณีจดทะเบียนสมรส which means 1 year extension for Thai children if you have a marriage certificate or if you are married. So this is the list for that. When you prepare the document for the visa, you need to prepare two sets of documents, okay? Exactly the same, but 2 sets. But yeah, so the first thing that you will need, 2 forms for the visa. You'll also need your e-visa, the very first visa you applied to enter the kingdom. And you'll also need your TM30, the little piece of paper that states where you are residing. You'll need your marriage certificate. So my husband and I didn't get married in Thailand. We got married in France. However, once we got married, we did inform Thailand that we are married, and we have a piece of paper that says that we're married. Obviously, you have to get that piece of paper translated if it's not already in English. Because we got married in France, our document was in French, so I had to pay a translator that is recognized by the embassy to translate it for us, and they got it stamped and everything. And you'll also need the document from the municipal office stating that you and your husband are married. That has to be updated. It can't be older than 60 days. So every single year I have to go to the municipal office and get that sorted. It can be a hassle, but anyway, I did get that sorted. You'll also need, depending whoever in the marriage is Thai, you'll need that person's house book. So my house book, and also my ID card, my Thai ID card, and the children's birth certificate, which is pretty forward. Even though one of our kids, Hannah Banana, was born in France, she was declared in the Thai embassy that she was born. So she does have a Thai birth certificate as well. Some of the documents they ask does not apply to us, but as you can see, what applies to you will be checked on the boxes. What is extremely important for the family visa is the bank balance. You need at least 400,000 baht, and you need the statement from your bank that goes back 2 months. We always do 3 months just to make sure that they are happy with everything. It cannot go below 400,000 baht. Even if it's like 399,000 baht or something, even if that went under for a day within the 2 months of your statement, they might decline your visa. I know that sounds absurd, but I've heard of other cases where people got denied because their balance went a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit under the 400,000 baht within the 2-month period. So be extremely careful with that. And I'm sure it really depends on which province you apply for the visa as well. My husband and I, we live in Pattaya, so the rules in Pattaya are extremely strict. And I've heard of people like just bringing their original documents and the immigration will make copies for them in other provinces. However, in Pattaya is not like that at all whatsoever. There are printing machines in immigration, but you need to pay for them and you need to get it sorted yourself. The immigration officers are not going to do it for you. They want you to do it yourself. They want everything prepared. And please note, before I forget, everything has to be classed in this exact order, because I've gotten, in trouble with the immigration officer, and she's like, why didn't you put everything in order and all that? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that I had to. Just to warn y'all, so you all don't get in trouble like I did, you also need to make photocopies of the actual bank book, every single page. And if you don't have the balance of 400,000 baht for the past 2 months, then you can also get a statement of the income that you receive. It depends what you prefer, but for my family and I, we just have that money sitting in the account for the visa. Also, if you are renting, you will need the lease contract and also the house book of the owner, ID card of the owner. You will also need the chinote of the property and sanyaซื้อขาย, which is the purchasing contract. You need a lot more documents if you are leasing your dwelling. If the owner has the property in a company name, you will also need all of the company document for that property. However, my husband and I, we own our own home, so I gave them all of the documents. I actually give them more documents than they want. And the last two things that you'll need are photos, 4 to 6 photos. One, it has to be outside where it shows the house address, and the rest of the photos in different areas of the house or condo. So we take a photo in our kitchen, a photo in our dining room, a photo in the living room, a photo in one of the bedrooms, one photo on the porch, and one photo in front of our house where it shows the address. And last but not least, you will have to have a drawing of where your dwelling is. So I had to do a hand drawing of where my house is. It looks horrible, but they want it that way, so I did it that way. I actually did one and I just made copies for every single year. I can't be bothered to draw the map that looks horrible every single year. I actually prepare my husband's documents ahead of time. His documents for next year are already ready. The only thing that I need to add on there is the document that I need to get from the municipal office stating that my husband and I are married. And he obviously has to go to the bank to get the renewed bank statement and also update the photocopies of his bank book. But other than that, we already have all of his documents sorted for next year. It just makes it easier and hassle-free, so I don't have to think about it too much. But yeah, there are a lot of photocopies that you need to do because my husband and I got married in France, and when we declared our marriage in Thailand, we had a piece of paper translated. Every single year, they ask for that piece of paper, and that piece of paper is like probably like 15 years old or something. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I kept that piece of paper. Otherwise, it would have been like a hassle not to have it. And thank goodness my husband kept his e-visa, which is like 3 years old now. But yeah, we keep every single document just in case immigration ever asks us. The family visa is only 1,900 baht because we do everything ourselves. The whole entire visa process took us about an hour and a half. But then again, we've been doing this for many, many years and we know when to go to immigration when it's not too busy. That's why it didn't take us very long. But if you don't know the ins and outs of immigration in Pattaya, it can take much longer than that. Once they're happy with all of the documents, they will tell you to pay for the visa and then give you a little blue receipt and tell you exactly when to come back to get your passport stamped. It's approximately a month after you applied for the visa. And yeah, just go back in there, get it stamped, and then it's all done. Hooray! All done, finally.
Yeah, for 1 year.
I want to eat.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
But yeah, that is pretty much it. My husband is very happy that that is done for. He used to stress out a lot regarding his visa because he hates doing documents, which I don't blame him. I don't like doing the paperwork and preparing the documents either, but I've really gotten used to it. My work forces me to prepare a lot of documents. If you didn't know, I'm a real estate agent here in Pattaya. And the sponsor of today's video is Mokana Estate, with the one-stop shop for all of your real estate needs. My mission is to assist all of our clients to make the transition from their home country to Thailand as hassle-free as possible. I'm used to preparing documents and getting everything sorted, so that's why I help him out to reduce his stress level and make everything more smooth. If you are planning to apply for your own visa, please know that they can be quite nitpicky at the immigration here in Pattaya. I'm not sure about immigrations in other areas, but here in Pattaya, they can be very, very nitpicky. Like sometimes you're like, okay, you question it, but don't question it, okay? Just go with the flow. Just listen to what they need and try to give them everything that they need so it goes smooth and easy. If you try to fight it and if you try to fight the immigration officers, it's not going to work out very well for you. I don't advise that at all whatsoever. But yeah, that is pretty much it. My husband is allowed to be here legally for another year. But yeah, that's gonna be all for today's video. I hope this wasn't too boring and hopefully you find it informative. I'm gonna drink some tea because I talked too much. Thanks again for all of your support and thanks for watching this video. Until next time, please stay healthy and happy and I'll see y'all soon. Bye!